Hey everyone, Trina Belcik here from Passion for Keto, Real Life Casual Keto. I'll be posting tons of tips and tricks about the ketogenic, low-carb, high-fat lifestyle. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the bell so you're notified of all new keto topics. Welcome to part 2 in the Back to Basics series. In today's video, I'm going to be answering questions: what is ketosis, how to get into ketosis, what are the signs of ketosis, and what are the benefits and misconceptions of ketosis. But before we can fully understand ketosis, let's cover some simple facts about the body and energy. The primary source of energy in the body, which normally fuels every function of the body from brain cognition to physical performance, is glucose. So you typically get glucose from your diet by eating carbohydrates like sugar, bread, grains, fruit, and that's just to name a few. Now these carbs either turn immediately into glucose or they're stored as glycogen in the body to be used as glucose later. However, sometimes the body will have a very low supply of glucose, and that could be because a person is eating a low-carb diet, such as the keto diet. Now, when your body no longer has enough glucose to use, it turns to an alternative source of energy, your fat stores. Fat is converted in the liver into energy molecules called ketones, and that becomes our main source of fuel. So ketosis is a metabolic state that our bodies can enter in order to obtain energy that we need to function. Now, when this occurs, the body almost is completely fueled by fat. There are two ways that your body can get into ketosis. One way to enter into ketosis is to eat a ketogenic, very low-carb diet, limiting your carb intake to about 20 to 50 grams of carbs each day, which can vary from person to person. The second way is to do a period of fasting or intermittent fasting, and I'll actually be covering that topic in an upcoming video in the Back to Basics series, so make sure you stay tuned for that one later. Under these circumstances, as soon as the body's glucose source starts to run out, your entire body switches its fuel supply to run almost completely on fat, and it's at this time that you get easy access to your fat stores, and it's a great way to lose excess weight. So how do you know if you're in ketosis? What are the signs? The first sign is bad breath. Luckily, the bad breath won't last forever. The longer you stick to this diet, the more normalized your breath will become. 2, weight loss. This is one of the most obvious signs and usually the main reason a lot of individuals actually start a keto diet. 3, appetite suppression. It gives you the feeling of being full. Now don't get me wrong, you won't lose your appetite altogether, but it will take hours and hours before you start to actually feel hungry. And the desire to snack about an hour after you just had lunch, that goes away. Now, gastrointestinal issues, also known as belly issues, toilet issues, it goes by many names. Your body will react in one of 3 ways. You can become constipated. A simple solution may be just to add a bit more fiber to your diet. The second way could be diarrhea. Now this definitely sounds horrible, but it could be something that actually goes without saying: things get worse before they get better. And the third way is absolutely nothing. The people that don't experience any change at all can be considered the lucky ones, as their bowel movements go on as normal. Now the fifth sign is increased focus and energy. When you're in ketosis, your body is producing even more ketones, which leads to even more energy and having a clear mind. The sixth sign is actually having ketones that are measurable, and you can measure your ketones either by blood, urine, or breathalyzer. The seventh sign of being in ketosis is insomnia. In other words, you're not sleeping well. You can expect to have a hard time falling asleep or actually waking up in the middle of the night and not getting a full night's sleep. But not to worry though, this is actually short-lived, and over time, sleep actually improves. Again, your body is going through a lot of changes and you need a time period to adjust. So some of the signs of being in ketosis that seem pretty awful do go away or improve over time, and it's worth it in the end. Trust me, stick with it. Being in ketosis also has its benefits. Reduce hunger. Besides helping you burn fat, getting into ketosis can also make you feel less hungry. You can better trust and listen to your body's own hunger signals. The second benefit of ketosis is that it can be beneficial for physical performance. When you restrict carbohydrates consistently, your body becomes more efficient at using fat for energy, and you're no longer dependent on short-term glucose reserves for athletic performance, which in turn means that you can train longer and harder. And let's not forget the third benefit: mental clarity. When you're in a state of ketosis, you feel almost like there's been like a fog lifted off of your brain, and everything just seems so much clearer. Now, so far we've talked about how you get into ketosis, what are the signs and benefits of ketosis, which brings me to the last topic. What are the misconceptions of ketosis? There are 2 big misconceptions about ketosis that I want to just debunk right now. 1, ketosis is a result of starving yourself. Let's just be clear. Ketosis is not the same as starving yourself. A lot of individuals are misinformed about what ketosis really is and how it differs from starvation, but there's a big difference. During starvation, the body pulls from muscle stores to fuel the body, thus reducing lean muscle mass. When your body is in ketosis, fat is converted into ketones, which is used for energy, thus preserving muscle mass. The second misconception: ketosis is just not safe. That is absolutely not true as well. Nutritional ketosis is the process by which the body produces ketone bodies, and it's often confused with ketoacidosis, which is a serious condition diabetic patients can actually develop. I'm actually going to link a video by Dr. Burke who provides an easy comparison of ketosis and ketoacidosis to clear up that misconception. I hope you found this video to be helpful. Give it a thumbs up and add a comment to let me know if you've experienced the benefits of ketosis yet. Make sure to tune in next week as our Keto 101 Back to Basics series continues. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Take care, and I'll talk to you again real soon.